What's up, friends? It's Northern Realms. We're going to try to have some fun with Draug. He was recently reworked. We're going to try to do what I said in my patch note videos. Just have the Zeal Order transform all human units on an allied row into Kedwani Revenants without changing their power. Notably, this doesn't have to be in the same row, so we're going to try to pair him up with Varaxis to get two different rows working in the end game. We're using pincer maneuver for the consistency. Full test, done banner to get us out of some pinch situations, and then a bunch of other random stuff to try to get some value and just a bunch of bodies on the board. I have thought one thing here that I have thought about changing up. No, we're just going to do it. We're going to clip out Amphibious Assault, and we are instead going to go for our good friend Vernon. This gets you 2 units played, and then we're going to upgrade a 4. We'll take a Durnian Mauler into a lock into Marguerite. So I do think Amphibious Assault does give you some good consistency, some good point play, etc., etc., etc. But you know, this deck has pincer maneuvers, so you get whatever you want, and I think we just need points. So we'll try this out. If it doesn't work, then we'll go back and change it back to what it was. But here we're dreaming of Draug playing well. Let's see if we can get it. I'm not convinced, but Draug is one of the best ways to have fun with Northern Realms, even when you're losing. So I think maybe we can at least get that to work for us. We'll just have to see. A lot of people playing hyper thin lately, which is just a little weird. Fine. Is what it is. I don't know. Fill in the blank there. All right, we do get done banners. We do get PFIs. I like to get a few Banard students. Kedwani Sergeant is pretty helpful here. Let's put this Mauler back. And we're going to put back this Redanian Archer. He's not as good until the final round anyway. Now you can go for a Dahlia on the PFIs, which actually plays pretty well. Put him back. So typically you want the full test play onto these done banners. We'll see if we can get that to work here onto the melee. There's no great way to do this, to be honest. Mill is such fun. All right, cool. I don't mind Mill, actually, if I'm being honest. This deck is not all that thin, so we have the cards to spare. We might want to here take the 2 cards that really matter to us, Draug and Full Test. Though, reason for that is just when you're up against Mill, you don't want to lose your best cards. We have access to them. There's no reason to sit on them. So we'll mix this up a little bit. We're going to take Full Test here straight up. And we're just going to go ahead and put Kedwani Sergeant back. We didn't need him. The best thing about Full Test is you can pretty much just dry pass with him. You have to be careful about other cards getting boosted. Ooh, gotta love Vilgefort. It's ever fun. Do think that we want to win this round if at all possible. We don't have a ton of great options to do that. I'd love to save a Dahlia and PFIs for later. Let's go ahead here and just grab something we can get point value off of. We'll go for Ronvid. Well, worst case scenario, we pull the Draug or Varaxis with Vernon. I don't know. Actually, let's do this. Even better. We'll take Vandegrift here. And we'll go ahead and put back Voimir. We won't need till much later. And he's got a shield. We can just pass here. We're up by 17. The opponent's really got to filter through a bunch of cards here. Losing Vernon is not the worst case scenario against Mill since he's a thin anyway. Opponent's got to make up a 12-point split here. So we'll just go ahead and pass. Vandegrift is a brutal steal. But they can't really contest the second round now. Not with any kind of certainty. And by the skin of their teeth right there, that was a little bit scary for the opponent. Now we really just want to draw into Draug. Everything else is helpful but not as meaningful. Put that back. Alright, these are nice, so we need Draug. Still not getting it. Alright, looks like the opponent is planning to play Vandegrift here. Smart choice in my opinion. Ronvid beats him straight up, so I expect the opponent to pass here pretty soon. I think they probably want to save their Sunset Wanderers, but you never know these days. Alright, we're going to go for it. We just got to get out of this pinch situation here. Would have preferred to save this for later, but this works for now. I expect the pass here. Alright, there's going to be a bunch of cards coming down. This just adds value to Bloody Baron. Come on. Expect this on one of the Mage Assassins. Probably should have played Falbor there to get maximum value. Oh, instead on the Vandegrift, huh? Interesting choice. She's 2. Oh! Well, that was a misclick. She's still good value here. Ugh, that's not what I wanted at all. The replay is an interesting choice. Alright, now we just want to clear this snowdrop off. And we take the lead. I think the opponent just let this go a little too long here. Firaxis gets a nasty reset onto this Sunset Wanderers, so if the opponent lets it get that far, they're going to have problems. And they have let it get that far, so... I don't know why you'd keep playing there. Everybody gets to make choices. Alright. So, Marguerite would have been a better lock onto something later on, but she gives us, yes, and these give us bodies, so we're going to save them. Doesn't matter, it just makes me feel good inside. And we get Draug. Alright, I'd rather have 2 archers than the Bernard student. This is great. We can go ahead and convert him along with these PFIs. Love the draw. Draw is great for us. The individual pings off of these archers are better though. And Sabrina will be our final play. Nice, a firm T-bore there. I don't know why it's pre-selecting, it's a little annoying. Alright, we want the Bernard student so he can start getting value. It's fine. It's only a 4-point play of that anyway. We actually want this down to 3. That way when we drop Sabrina here, Sabrina will get the maximum value. No idea what this is going to be. Vilgefortz, huh? Onto this Bernard student, I guess. Oh, the opponent might play defensively to try to get out the golem. Ardfane Tortoise, nice. Alright, well now we get to go for Draug. Now we get that, and then we would have gotten these down to 2. We'd use the archers to whittle her down and get the other kills. Good clean win. Played well against Mill. I was actually pretty happy with that. Got a little pinched in that second round. I was starting to get nervous, but Baron with Varaxis was massive value. I don't know why the opponent played down the Artorias. I think they just needed to get the extra thin, but he could have gotten that the next round anyway. And more Nilfgaard, because why not? But this is great. We are on red coin here. So I'd like to get some more boost value out of like Royal Guards or something similar to that. Unfortunately not. Royal Guards is it. More mill. I don't know. I don't understand it. So this could be really bad for us if it's Falibor. Everyone else is really low value anyway, so Falibor is really the only one that I'm really going to be burnt over. Marguerite, the real value is in the lock. But extending around against Northern Realms isn't exactly the best choice in my opinion. This is weird. We can't draw the card, so it mills. I've never experienced that. That feels wrong in my inside parts. Now, Radovid Royal Guards aren't my favorite card in the world, but they're not my least favorite either. So here, we're actually going to go for full test. To give us some copies, this plays around the mill by giving us some extra units. Here we get the Dun Banner. And this is a devotion deck list, so we're just going to continue racking up value here. And if we end up getting pinched where like this Dun Banner gets killed, then it's going to force the spawn on these Radovid Royal Guards. We'll go for a Voimir. So this is a smart way to just kind of clear off the row. Lyrian Arbalest would allow me to kill her, but I don't really have a great way of doing that here. That's okay. We'll go for a Mauler. The more of these that come out, the better. We can just overfill this row with Voimir here. Not a problem. Beating them straight up feels like a pretty good thing to do. I'm not gonna lie about that. So I think here what we'll do is just start prepping. We can clean off this Duchess Informant after it gets the kill on that Duchess Informant. See how committed the opponent is to this game plan. Not the choice you want to make there. Losing card advantage to the Stregobor was absolutely brutal. Yeah, you know, we lose this on evens, but I'm okay with it. I'm just not going to play any further into this, into the opponent's plan here. Let's see if we can take advantage of card advantage with this next round. Just looking for a Dahlia pretty much at this point. And Falibor. These three would also be nice. So let's cycle out the Archer here. Pretty solid. Interesting choice. Okay, I'm happy with any of these with Vernon, so let's just get it over with. Sabrina first. Archer next. Expect this to ping against the Archer. That's why we went ahead and took the Sabrina as soon as we got it. But if the opponent sits on this, Falibor is going to clean it up real quickly. Artorias goes to 3 here. So that's perfect. Ping ping. Finish it off. Yep, good choice. He goes to 4 because they created a Duchess informant. That's obnoxious. Just pinging off that armor. Daddy. Let's go ahead and take a Ron vid here. I'm about halfway through my last game, buddy. Weird choice. Everybody gets to make choices. So he gets the self-kill here, which I don't love. This puts us up in terms of points. Ugh. Mill is, and this is a technical term, super obnoxious. Alright, we just get good value off of these. You do want to play both of them so you get the bonded before you do the Draug. Go up by 1 here. Having to battle against this perpetual removal is obnoxious. Voimir's gonna come in clutch here. Not the choice I would make. Look at all these 1-point units that have been set up for us. It's glorious. Okay. Fine. We don't really mind. Alright, we want this dead for sure, but let's take this so we can purge that guy. Bing bada boom, baby. Oh, Golem's gonna reveal something. It's a bit of a gamble. Gamble somewhat paid off there. Okay, we take this first. Then we cleanse that off. We just take these easy hits. We're done on this row, so we don't need to worry about that happening. Just get rid of those individual procs there. And then this should put this away. Get good, nerd! Alright, that Stregobor is just a BS counter, man. Like, we should have taken the Marguerite just to lock him. I didn't realize you could do that with Mata. Or rather, I had forgotten. How about that? I hadn't seen somebody play it that way in eons. Alright, what are we trying to draw into here? I guess the Ronvid and our boosted Royal Guards. Alright. Okay, so key thing here to do is just take your Radovid Royal Guards, place them, and then you want to definitely use these because they're worth 2 points each. We'll take this guy. He's obviously worth 7 points. Banard student's not worth as much. He's never gonna stick. And then you just want to take whatever one, is whatever to you. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna be putting it back here. So let's place for 5, or he plays for 6 rather. I mean, maybe we get 6 out of Banard student, but unlikely. And we just go ahead and put it back. So they all play for 6, but this plays for 7. This is fine with us. I just want both of these sitting ready for the Bloody Baron. This is a weird choice, but who knows? Maybe they have some magical deep dark secret in store. Fine. This is why we sat on both of them. Counts for an extra point. And I think a 12-point margin is probably too stiff for this rather greedy Nilfgaard player. I expect this is Tibor. Tibor is going to draw out a 3.3 unit on average. I feel like Forts is a rather terrible choice here. Tibor would have been more points. Oh well. I mean, he plays for 10, so I guess it would have been the same with Tibor, but you don't know. I mean, you don't know what you're getting out either way, so it's kind of weird. Either way, 2 wins against Nilfgaard with Draug. I'm very impressed by being able to use it with Varaxis. I think that's the true key here. Playing pretty well. I'm candidly surprised. I think there's a bunch of tweaks you can make to this deck, make it your own, have some fun. But this is fun. I had some fun doing it against decks that would typically be the big counters in those spy decks, foiling full test. But he's really not the win condition here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, though. Until next time, good luck out there. Have some fun. Keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.